welcome back, and we are playing basketball, and we are not done with talking about dodgeball. I got cut off there because I'm somewhere along the line. I decided to do a year of just 10-minute episodes, and okay. It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of nice having the shorter episodes, but man, yeah, man, you start getting into a real rut where you're actually having a good conversation with your audience about something, and it's like, time to go, or otherwise Microsoft Clip thing gets mad at me, and it's like, you got audio that doesn't have like a video accompanying it, like, and then you have to tell it to shut up and just have black screen. Be like, look, man, I'm having a good time here. You're the one having a problem. I don't. I have a run to YouTube channel nobody watches, so I just do this to have fun, man. It's a hobby. It's okay to have hobbies. Okay, so dodgeball, because I'm not done. I'm not done with you yet. We'll go shoot the targets here. So yeah, so dodgeball, like I mentioned, early years of dodgeball and my memories of it was generally very fun. And actually the teachers were there was no excuse for it to be dangerous at all, because they actually made the kids roll the balls, not throw them at them. I don't know why they changed it. I mean, I think it was because, like, I think what it was is there was a female teacher, and she was like a female. I remember there was two two gym teachers, phys ed teachers, and one, I was always getting in trouble with her because I was like autistic and hyper and always, you know what I mean. You know how it is. You've heard of it. Kids like me, we would always get in trouble for blurting things out, swear words. Blurting swear words out really got me in a lot of trouble, but my mom just laughed about it. But at the time, I was like in dead trouble, like I wasn't sure what to think, and not to know that she was actually laughing. I actually thought that was funny, and I wish I'd known that. I probably have. I would say it. When I was an adult, like, it's weird when people talk about it. Like, a lot of people, almost like 99% of the people I ever meet, they all admit they have an anxiety and they have like all these issues. And I don't think in my adulthood I may have had one an anxiety attack, but I actually blame it not on my job situation, but the fact I was eating like quadruple Wendy's burgers, like pretty much like killing myself with every kind of nasty food. I mean, it was delicious food, guys, but man, I was a fat fuck. I mean, I had a lot of weight to lose, and I had to kind of unlearn how to not eat that way anymore. I mean, as you listening to this, I mean, for crying out loud, my diet right now is just like a little bit of like deli turkey with a little slice of cheese, and and very low calorie, but I know what you're saying. We were talking about dodgeball, and I started talking about like anxiety and all that. Sorry. Dodgeball, like I mentioned. Then all of a sudden, a male teacher was kind of like, all right, just throw the balls at each other. And the ball that they had wasn't like a medicine ball or something. It was just I can't remember what the ball was like. It was just kind of like a soft ball. It wasn't like it would cause any damage. So it was fun. It was generally a fun sport. And then when you get to junior high, the kids are getting bigger, and they're starting to really cause pain. I may very well have actually, like, maybe have gotten a broken nose from that, and Because there's one kid, he was a football player, and man, I took that thing like full on in the fucking face. That kid had so much anger. I think I really got on his nerves, so it probably made him feel good. But yeah, and yeah, so it was getting kind of dangerous, and it's after a while, it's sort of like it really made me realize how messed up society is. It's because like they want you to fight, but they create loopholes so you can fight. You know what I mean? Like it's like the front end of society's like we want you all to be loving people and pay your taxes and don't fight, be peaceful. And but if you go around the back, the back door, we got some brass knuckles for everybody. But you got to kind of do it this way, and like it's because we're a militant, warlike people. We're very warlike. We're generally human beings. To me, are like generally a failure unless they totally follow God. If they don't follow God, they don't follow Jesus Christ, and they just follow the world. That they you see the world thinks it's better. It got a hold of this thing. It's just like, don't worry, God, we got it. You don't have to get involved anymore. We're in control, and they just screw it up. They just screw it up because they're warlike people. And I'm just sitting here in front of this lemonade stand talking to you all. It's a really good moment here. So yeah, so that's the way human race are. We're just warlike, and actually, a lot of people I know have PTSD from years of living here in this world. But you have to understand, very warlike. I mean, there's by the time this episode comes out, I mean this. Some of the things I'm talking about would probably get a lot worse in the world by that point. What's the situation Russia and Ukraine going to be by the time this episode comes out? This will be like in September of 2024. I mean, did that finally kind of peter out? Did Russia finally kind of admit, yeah, we're not making any gains, and let's just give it up, and we'll just say we won. That's the famous Vietnam thing we did. We just said we won it. And we're now playing games that I stink at. I think I may see what I'm supposed to do, and I realized it not at the time when I was doing this video is that, see how I'm shooting at the dog? No, you're supposed to shoot at the house, because if you watch the other people, what they're shooting those little houses. You're not supposed to shoot at the dog. And but they apparently still gave me a prize, even though my horse didn't do anything. It must be one of those games where they give you a participation prize. It's like, okay. So yeah, that's the episode's almost about done. That was a very good rant I had. I didn't talk about this world or anything. The virtual world I'm in. It's that was some good stuff. Just talk about how dodgeball got stung a little more every year. It stung a little more every year as everyone grew up. Started to become full-grown adults wailing balls at people's heads. See you next.